Alrighty, what's up, everybody? Your good friend Peter Gilmore here, back with another video right here on Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button down below, and subscribe to all my early channels, which are down below in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and share this video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never, ever miss an upload. That's all you got to do. So like the video, share the video all over the internet, follow me on social media, smash that like button, that subscribe, and don't forget to tap that goddamn bell. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. If you don't like it, well, fuck you, man. That's it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this kind of chilly Saturday night, April the 17th, 2021. Hope everybody's having a great middle of April weekend. Everybody had a good weekend. Yeah, start of my weekend was, well, yesterday was kind of okay, but today was kind of meh. Not a great day, but, trying to make the most of it. And hopefully, get through the rest of tonight and have a better tomorrow. And hopefully, and have a better tomorrow. But good things are on the horizon. Good things are on the horizon. I can feel it. I can feel it. And that's all I got to say about that. So good things coming up as we roll on to the end of this month and into the next month of May. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right. I'm feeling a little bit better than I was earlier, but doing good. Gonna have some chicken in a little bit. Chicken and a biscuit. Gonna have some KFC, motherfucker. Yes. Gonna have some food. Gonna maybe watch some Netflix. Maybe play some video games because I'm bored. The missus is out with her friends. I don't know if she's coming back later tonight. It's already 10 o'clock, so I don't know if she's coming back. So got the house to myself. It is what it is. Maybe I'll have some beer later. Got the Met game on in the other room. They're losing 4-2 in game 2 of the doubleheader. It is what it is. Joey Lucchesne, started for the Mets in game 2, his major league debut, and he sucked. I know it's his first game. He's got the jitters, and he gave 3 fucking runs. And then the Mets came back with 2. And I think Zellman or Bar. They have a new pitcher now. What's his name? Barnes just gave up a run. It's 4-2 with first and second, 2 out. So that's that. They won game 1, 4-3. As the $300 million man, Francisco Lindor, yes, got the big hit, got the big stick. Well, I didn't get the big stick, but got a big hit for us, and got the running run in, and finally, Jacob deGrom gets his first win of the season, and boy, did he deGrominate today. He had a little bit of trouble early on in the second inning. Got 2 guys on, and then he just mowed down the Rockies. 9 straight strikeouts. Fucking deGrominated. And just amazing. This guy is amazing. Doesn't get the run support, but still one of the best, well, probably is the best pitcher in all of goddamn baseball. 14 strikeouts today. And his ERA is like 0.75 right now. I thought it was going to go way up, since he gave 3 runs today. But, he shut him. He shut the Rockies down and kept the Mets in the game. The polar bear, Alonso, hit a home run to get it to the 3-2. And then they scored a run in the top of the 8th. I think it was Villar got another hit. And then Lindor won the game. Well, got the Mets the lead. And then, everybody's favorite Metamucil sponsor, Edwin Diaz, struck out the side. And the Mets win game 1. That's all I got to say about that. First place, Mets, by the way. Just want to point that out. And for all you Yankee fans, by the way, thanks for the dislike, motherfuckers. Yeah, Yankees, yo boy, you guys suck. You guys really do suck. Lost again to the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. And I gotta say, all you people from the Bronx, real classy last night. Real classy what you did last night. Throwing baseballs on the field and almost trying to hit the fucking Devil Rays. Or the Rays, I'm sorry. Not the Devil Rays no more. I mean, really? Really, Yankee fans? This is how classy you are? Just because your team sucks, you got to throw baseballs onto the field? Real classy. You don't see Met fans doing that when their team sucks. We Met fans are more classy than you. We don't take steroids like you-know-who, like Stanton and Judge. We don't cheat to win championships. That's all I got to say about that. So all you people from the Bronx can go and fuck yourselves. Now it's, oh boy. Well, looks like the Mets are about to lose this game. It's 7-2 now. Bottom of the 5th. Well, it's not really over because, anything can happen in Colorado with that thin air. So, but, right now it's 7-2 Rockies in the bottom of the 5th inning. So, yeah, that sucks. It is what it is. But even if we lose, even the Mets lose this game, they'll still be in first place. So, that's that. All right, enough about the Mets and all that stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, on this Saturday night, April 17, 2021, it is time, once again, for your late and out-of-date Smackdown review for April 16th, 2021, from the new Thunderdome on the University of Southern Florida at the Youngling Center, or the Sundome, whatever you want to call it. All right, this is a Smackdown after WrestleMania, and I thought this would actually be better than Raw. No surprises, no call-ups, just the same old shit. Same old stuff. And I know we got 4 weeks away till WrestleMania Backlash coming up. And I want to start, the road to that pay-per-view. But still, SmackDown did 2.250 million views. So about a 2.3, if you want to round it up. So did about a 2.3 million views, just about. Not bad for an after SmackDown, WrestleMania, but still not great. But it is what it is, and we'll see what happens with that. And we move on to Monday Night Raw this week. We got Charlotte Flair taking on Asuka. Nobody is ready for Asuka. Suck my dick. So Asuka and Charlotte, part 5, I think 6, maybe, I don't know, the 6th match I think together. So let's see what happens with that. I can expect Rhea Ripley to get involved in that shit. And probably at WrestleMania Backlash, it'll probably be a triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley defending against Charlotte, who doesn't really deserve another title shot, but she is the opportunity. And then Asuka will get her rematch, her obligated rematch at WrestleMania Backlash, and hopefully Rhea Ripley wins and does not become a transitional champion, so we don't have to look at horseface Charlotte with the belt again for the 14th time. But we'll see what happens with that. Also, we got Drew McIntyre trying to get answers from MVP about what happened after Raw last week with Mace and T-Bar of Formula of Retribution beating up Drew McIntyre at the end of Raw. So Drew McIntyre's looking for answers. You know, he still has his title shot against Bobby Lashley at Backlash. So we'll see what happens on Monday Night Raw, this coming Monday night. All right, so let's talk about SmackDown, and the chat room's open if you want to chat. Maybe I'll have some people on, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. All right, let's start SmackDown, and then that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, so we start off SmackDown. SmackDown was, like I said, it was all right, nothing great. Better than Raw, I think, in my eyes. I think it was the better show of the week. We start off with a recap of WrestleMania Night 2, the main event. Roman Reigns, our tribal chief, and Mr. Coldfist himself. We the Universal over Daniel Bryan and Edge Stain. Then we see we saw that, and then they were talking about the different promos they did the Friday before WrestleMania on WrestleMania Smackdown. So we got that. That was pretty nice. Then we go inside where we get Mitchell Cole welcome us to the show, and his new broadcast partner. Get ready for this, Pat McAfee. Yes, the same Pat McAfee that got his ass handed to him by Cole, baby. So he is the new broadcast partner for Michael Cole. And to be honest, he didn't do that bad. I mean, dude, sit the fuck down. Dude, I mean, really, you have to stand up every fucking match? I know you're excited and everything, but I mean, really, do you have to stand up? I mean, you're making Michael Cole look really, Michael Cole's like looking at you like, what the fuck you doing? I mean, really, just sit down and, calm down and sit the fuck down and calm down, please, Pat. Come on. Don't make me call Adam again. Because Adam's a phone call away. Just saying. So we get this new commentary team, which wasn't that bad. So anyway. So after the intros, we hear the music of Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, our universal champion, comes out, the head of the table, of course. Comes out like he always comes out with, my name is Paul Heyman, and the main event, Jey Uso. It's like, come on, Uso. Yeah, Uso, we got it this time. We got to cut a promo, Uso. So they get in the ring. Takes about 50 minutes to get in the ring. They take so long to get in the ring. It's like it takes so long. It's like 9 o'clock. I'm like, come on now, Roman. Don't be like the Undertaker and take 30 minutes to get in the ring. No offense to the Undertaker, but I mean, his entrance is more epic than Roman's, but it was. So anyway, Heyman hands the mic to Roman. So takes his time, getting the boo, the piped in boos coming in. So finally, Roman says, they brought a lot of eyes to SmackDown, whatever that meant. I guess more people from on the LED board. Then he tells Paul to tell the world about who Roman beat at WrestleMania. So Paul mentions Edge being a Hall of Famer, married to a Hall of Famer, who should not be a Hall of Famer, Beth fucking Phoenix. Talks about, and he says Daniel Bryan being married to a Hall of Famer who should not be in the Hall of Fame, and Brie Bella and the Bella sluts. He says who will get into the Hall of Fame for sure. Well, he will. Yeah, I can expect Daniel Bryan in the Hall of Fame in the next 10 years. Next 5 to 10 years, not 10 years, but about 5 to 10 years. We'll see. After Bryan retires, puts over the careers of both men, and he says those two epic careers came together against Roman, and basically said it was more like a handicap match than a triple threat match. Roman says he called his shot like Babe Ruth, and he delivered. And then both of them acknowledged him. Acknowledge me. So he says it's embarrassing for them, and there's no way he'll be in a triple threat match ever again. That's not gonna. Yeah, you'll be in more triple threat matches in the future, there, Roman. You know, that's kind of condescending, but it is what it is. After what he did, because no one will sign for it, he smashed and stacked 2 Hall of Famers, who then had to acknowledge him again. Sorry about that. He said if he's doing that to men like that, who's gonna want it next? So basically saying nobody wants to step to him because it's not worth it. Nobody's on his level. He talks about they, I guess the WWE management, fulfilled their obligation. So cut his check for showing up because it's time for them to go. So like I came, I saw, I conquered, give me my goddamn check. Give me the money. So that's that. So he goes to leave. And then we hear the music of Cesaro, who had a pretty a great showing at WrestleMania, beating Seth Rollins, getting his WrestleMania moment. He comes out in his nice suit, you know, looking like the Swiss Superman, without the cape, of course. So basically, Cesaro comes out. I thought he was going to say something to Roman, and then Roman just left, went to the back, and Cesaro's just looking at him. And that was basically it. So Cesaro just comes out. They have a stare down, and that's pretty much it. So it is what it is, and that's all I got to say about that. So not a bad segment from Roman, and then Cesaro comes out. So everybody's thinking, oh, Cesaro's going to be the next challenger. We'll see. So I gave that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars, and we will move on from there. That's that. All right. Now my notes have froze, and I hate when that happens. Blah, 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 blah. Here we go. I'm going to try to get my notes situated, as it always does. Stupid fucking internet. Well, it is what it is. And now I lost it. Good job! Good job there. There we go. All right, here we go. We're back. We're back! And better than ever. So we go to the back with Adam Pearce, Mr. Goon himself, and the lovely Sonya Deville. They're talking, and then Cesaro comes in and basically wants to make it clear he wants a match with Roman now or for later on. Non-title, of course, is fine with him. He doesn't have to put the title on the line, which, you know, Roman won't put the title on the line unless it's mandatory. So he's like, give me a match, non-title. That's fine with me. So then Sonya says, I'll go talk to Roman and see what we can do for you. And what? Mm-hmm. So we'll see what happens with that. And we might get Roman Reigns and Cesaro, first time ever, on Smackdown. So we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And it seems to me that Sonya Deville is the heel authority figure, GM. I don't know what she is. And this whole thing, I don't know. I guess like Adam Pearce is the tweener face authority guy on Raw and SmackDown. And then Sonya Deville is basically the heel authority figure on SmackDown because she's not on Raw, obviously. So I don't know what's going on with Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville, but it seems to work. But that's all I got to say about that. And we move on from there. All right, let me just take a sip of my iced tea. What are you drinking tonight? I know a lot of people probably be drinking some beer and some other alcoholic beverages because of the there's some MMA fight on tonight. Jake Paul's fighting some guy tonight. I don't know how Jake Paul's fighting tonight and he has partial symptoms of CTE. It's like partial brain damage, I think they called it. Why is he fighting? This fight should not happen. I guess Jake Paul wants to get permanent brain damage. Sucks for him, but I think he's gonna knock this guy out. I don't care about the fight itself. I really don't give two shits about Jake Paul or Logan Paul. I just think, I just think, Jake Paul is probably gonna win this fight. Even though this guy, what's his name, Ben Askins or Ben Askrens, whatever the fuck his name is, he has some like MMA style fighting, I think. And he's looking at him like training and shit. Might be a challenge for Jake Paul, but I think Jake Paul's gonna win. Not that I care, because like I said, I'm not watching a fight. Not gonna waste my time watching a boring as fuck fight between a celebrity and basically a nobody. No. I'd rather watch hot fucking Latino porn or Asian porn than watch that shit. Or just shoot up zombies and shoot them in the fucking head. But we'll see. It is what it is. And that's all I got to say about that. And we move on from there. So that's that. All right, then we get to match number 1. We have the big fat man, Otis. Formerly of Machinery. Part of the Alpha Academy, comes out with Chad Gable. And he takes Rey Mysterio, booyaka, booyaka, with his son Dominic Mysterio, booyaka, booyaka. I mean, how many times are we going to see these guys fight? Really? I think this is like the 3rd or 4th match they've had. And every time they fight, Otis buries fucking Rey Mysterio. I mean, really? I mean, creative can't think of anything else for Otis and Rey. These guys, I mean, basically, they're in this horrible tag team division. It's just fucking sad. It really is. It's fucking sad. This fucking tag team division of SmackDown and Raw. I mean, Raw now got War Machine back, or the Viking Raiders back, but still, both fucking brands have no tag team division. Got maybe 3 or 4 teams revolving around one belt. That's fucking horrible. I mean, really, how many times are we going to see the same fucking match on SmackDown and Raw? It's fucking annoying. But this is the WWE. Every time after WrestleMania, they go. They take a nosedive until SummerSlam. And then after SummerSlam, they take another nosedive until Royal Rumble. Hills and valleys, or the roller coaster ride that never will end. And just like both shows have no creative. And like I said with the WWE creative team, the creative team is uncreative about being creative. Absolutely. This company is garbage. That's all I got to say about that. I get to this match. Hard to watch. Starts with Otis attacking right away, runs over Ray, just starts beating down Ray. Military press him, drops Ray down before tossing him out of the ring. Ray gets on the apron, starts fighting back, hangs Otis up on the top rope. Ray goes up top, but Otis cuts him off. And then Ray gets stuck in the tree of, whoa! And then Otis starts just teeing off on him. Goes for a charge in the corner. Ray sits up to avoid it, hits a seated senton. Then a really bad shining wizard for a near fall. They go off the ropes. Otis catches Ray, hits the world's strongest slam. Mark Henry. Then Otis wants to finish off Ray again with the big second rope splash. But Ray rolls out of the way, and Otis eats nothing but canvas. Ray with a drop kick, then a drop toe hold. Puts Otis in position for the 619. He hits the 619. He goes up top. And then he comes off, hits a crappy-looking crucifix bomb. And somehow he gets the win. Studio, gets the win. Match I really didn't give two shits about. So I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. And that's that. Really, just a really bad match. And I guess this feud is going to continue between the Alpha Academy and the Mysterios. Probably next week we'll see Chad Gable and Dominic again. Fucking horrible booking, horrible creative. That's all I got to say about that. Let me move on. All right, I'm going to come back with the lovely Kayla Braxton. She's in the back with, my name is Paul Heyman. And before we go to break, we saw Kayla and Heyman talking. Heyman was like, and then we see some guy fixing a light. Do we really need to see that? That's bad production. We really didn't need to see some guy fixing a light so we get better lights for, so we can see Heyman and Kayla. And Heyman's like, what? And Heyman's going on Instagram and fucking Twitter, saying that he's scared of Kayla. I don't know why, but Kayla's one hot piece of ass. I mean, but Heyman's like, what, 50 years old? Not to say you could get that piece of ass, but I mean, really, come on. Not to be scared about, Paul. So anyway, come back with Kayla and Paul. Heyman mocks the notion of putting smiles on faces. Then talk about night 1 was delayed not by rain, but by angels crying for what Roman was going to do the next night to Edge. I guess. He says Roman walked out of Mania as a champion, while neither Bryan or Edge walked out at all. He talks about Cesaro, says Seth Rollins cried because he had to wrestle Cesaro at WrestleMania. He says Cesaro is physically capable, but promotionally he's a joke. So basically, like, let's end this joke now when Cesaro battles Jey Uso in the main event. And that's basically it. So we're going to get Jey Uso and Cesaro in the main event. Am I? Okay. So like I said, we're going to get Jey Uso and Cesaro in the main event for SmackDown. And that's basically all I got to say about that. So not a bad segment from Paul. And, I'm kind of surprised he said a lot of shit to Cesaro, since Cesaro was a Paul Heyman guy. Well, I don't know if he still is, but Heyman likes the guy, so it is what it is. And that's all I got to say about that. So I gave this segment 2.25 out of 5 stars, and we move on. Yeah, I got to cut the beard. I know it's getting a little annoying. Might cut it tomorrow, but it is what it is. And that's that. Chat room's still open if you guys want to come in. That's all I got to say about that. Right, then we go to the ring with everybody's favorite guy, the man that used to be known as El Generico, Sami Zayn, who still has his conspiracy theory shit. He still has that stupid gimmick. But he comes out without his camera crew, thank God. Gets to the ring, cuts a promo saying the headlines ignored how he was screwed yet again at WrestleMania because Kevin Owens beat him and then gave Logan Paul a stunner for all of us, made us all happy. He says WrestleMania was supposed to be vindicating for him. All the stars were aligned, and talks about Logan Paul being there. He was his guest of honor. But he's like, that's not how it went down because Logan Paul's mind was poisoned by the WWE Universe talking bad about him. Well, because he sucks. Then Kevin Owens talking about him. Paul was poisoned before he even got out. Even got to the ring, or he got into blah blah blah. So anyway, Sammy says he was distracted by Logan Paul's presence, and that's the only reason why Kevin was able to beat him. So he calls out Kevin and says he won't be denied his vindication and demands Kevin show up and wrestle him again. So he said no celebrities at ringside, no toxic fans, nothing to distract him, and no way for Kevin to steal a win, which is why he knows he won't show up. But then Kevin Owens comes out, and we have this match. So not a bad promo from Sammy. I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. So we get this rematch from night 2. I kind of felt, Raw and SmackDown are going to have a lot of fucking rematches. That's why you have WrestleMania Backlash. And the Mets lost. It is what it is. So the Mets split with Colorado. It's all right. Still in first place at 6-4. And that's say about that. We got a game tomorrow at 3:00. Strowman is on the mound. Marcus Strowman pitching tomorrow, so hopefully he can get another win, go 3-0. But we'll see what happens tomorrow in Colorado. Hey, that rhymed. But it is what it is, and that's all I got to say about that. And we move on. All right, so we get to match number 2, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Once again, Jericho and Steen, part 6,953,421. I don't know. I made that number up, but it's what it is. Match wasn't like the match on Sunday. Kind of boring. Not the greatest match they've had. So anyways, it starts with Sammy running out of the ring as the bell rings. Starts playing keep away from Kevin for a little bit. But then Kevin gets pissed and catches him with a punch on the outside. Then sends Sammy back inside. He just starts beating the shit out of him. But Sammy comes back, but runs into a clothesline, eats a senton, and Kevin looks for the cannonball, but Sammy rolled to the apron, dropping Owens over the top rope. And then Sammy with some ground and pound punches, his usual shit. Then they go back and forth with some right hands. Sammy then hits a jawbreaker, but Kevin levels him with a clothesline. Then he bounces Sammy off the top rope, starts beating the crap out of him in the corner. Then they go up top, Sammy with a sunset flip powerbomb for a near fall. Then he starts arguing with the referee about the count as we go to break. We come back. They're once again on the top rope. Sammy misses a flying something. I think he was trying for a flying crossbody or something like that. Then gets hit with a super kick for a near fall. Kevin goes up top, hits the swanton bomb for another near fall. And then Kevin throws him into the ropes for the pop-up powerbomb, but Sammy heads out of the ring and then starts crawling up the ramp. And then Owens starts following him. I thought they were going to go for a count out, but it is what it is. Brings him back to the ring. Tries for the pop-up powerbomb again. Sammy avoids it. Tries for the half and half suplex, but Kevin avoids it. Hits the pump handle neck breaker for another near fall. Then Sammy keeps trying to run. Owens brings him back, but Sammy avoids the stunner, then leaves the ring again, and then Sammy Sammy breaks the eyes, old Rowdy Piper style, but it is what it is. And then Sammy runs away, and Kevin Owens wins by count out. What a lame fucking finish that was. It is what it is. Corny fucking match. Match you gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. That was that. Afterwards, Kevin gets pissed, obviously. Drags Sammy back to the ring and lays him out with the stunner. So that's pretty much it for that. So we'll see how it guys next week, this coming Friday night. Probably see another match at Backlash. I don't know why. And that's all I got to say about that. And we're going to move on from there. So 2.25 out of 5 stars for the match. And that's it. All right, after that, we go to the back with the new Intercontinental Champion, Apollo Crews, who's with his Nigerian Black Diesel. Yeah, not the big Black Diesel, not almost, because he's the big Black Diesel. He comes out with Commander Aziz, the former Dabocado, who I now call him the Nigerian Black Diesel. It is what it is. Basically, he says, I'd give Big E a rematch, but Big E is not here because he gave me a squishy. No. I don't know how. No. Talks in Nigerian. I mean, what a really bad accent that is. He says, he'd give Big E a rematch, but Big E is not in the building because of his new heavy commander, Aziz. He's like, Hoot! Like part of the Foot Clan. He calls him a former member of the Nigerian Elite Guard. Then he says anyone who wants a shot at his belt will be taken out by the Nigerian Nail. And that's it. Okay. So basically, anybody who wants a title shot has to get through Double Cabo, or the big Nigerian Diesel, and hopefully not get hit to Samoan Spike. Ooh, baka. And that's pretty much it. So we'll see what happens with Apollo and his new guy, Commander Aziz. Could have been a better name than that, but it is what it is. So that's all I got to say about that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And we'll move on from that. Give me 1 second. Got to talk to the missus. It is what it is. All right, so after that, we go to the ring. We see balloons in the ring. We're going to have a celebration for the new Smackdown Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair. She plays with her hair. She's Bianca Belair. So we got that. So we got the Street Profits come out. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, they come out wearing blue. And even though they came out with Montez Ford in his blue solo cup, they still shot out red solo cups. I guess they didn't have blue solo cups at the dollar store. I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. So we're going to get Bianca's celebration coming up. So we go to break. We come back. And the Profits remind us that they're taking back the SmackDown tag team belts from the Dirty Dogs coming up in a bit. That's not why they're out here. It's time for a celebration. There's some extra motivation. It's a celebration. It's extra motivation from one match in particular from WrestleMania, which was Sasha Banks, the boss, and Bianca Belair. She plays with her hair. Blah, blah, blah. Since we all know Montez Ford is married to Bianca Belair, the lucky bastard. So anyway, we got a video package of the match. And Bianca, using her hair and just whipping the shit out of fucking Sasha. She still has that scar, by the way. Woo. Then her hitting the KOD and pinning the SmackDown Women's Champion. So Montez Ford says the party's not over yet. He says Saturday was a night he'll hold very close to his heart for the rest of his life. Joey's back to that. Then he introduces his wife, Bianca Belair. Comes out, she's playing with her hair because she's Bianca Belair. Blah, blah, blah. So she gets on the mic, talks about how elated she is to have won on Saturday. Despite the setbacks and struggle, she never gave up on the moment. She thanks her family for all the inspiration. Everyone has some EST inside themselves. And once you find that and work hard, you can apologize for it. Damn right. Because if you can dream it, you can do it. Wasn't that, if you can dream it, you can achieve it? Something like that. But yeah, if you can dream it, you can do it. You can do it! You know, if you want to be a troll, just dream it and you will be a troll. Like all my trolls online. These fat fucks and cowards. But it is what it is. Anyway, she says it's not about her. She then thanks Sasha for the match because there's no one she'd rather have been in the ring with on that stage. And the first time in history, 2 black women main event WrestleMania, blah, blah, blah. She does hope Sasha always remembers the match, in no small part because of that scar she has. Whoo, boy. She says this was for every little girl live or at home watching the match. She says Mania was magic, but they're just getting started creating history. And that's it. They share a hug, a group hug. And then Bianca tells Montez Ford they only wear gold in their house, so you better win back those belts. So then Montez Ford goes, because the Street Profits and the EST of the WWE are up and we want the smoke, to close out the segment. Was a bad segment. You know, I could have heard more from Bianca instead of hearing Montez Ford go off. But still, Bianca got her point across, and that's basically all I got to say about that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and we'll move on from there. That's that. All right, not to be outdone, we go to the back where we see Kayla and the boss, Sasha Banks. Sasha shows off her scar, and Kayla's asking her about what Bianca just said. So Sasha's like, Bianca, and she is pissed. Just says Bianca and then leaves, and that's it. So she is pissed, and she wants that belt. She wants her belt back, bitch. So we'll see if that rematch will happen. Maybe a backlash, but we'll have to see what happens next Friday night on. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So I gave that little segment 2 out of 5 stars, and we'll see what happens with Sasha and Bianca going forward over the next couple weeks. And probably a rematch, like I said, probably at Backlash, but we'll see. And that's all I got to say about that. Okay, my notes. We reload my notes, and of course my computer shuts down. Oh, okay, didn't shut down. Okay, sorry about that. All right, I'm gonna try to get my notes back. My fucking I hate fucking Microsoft Word's fucking computer. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. Sorry. Okay, now I got it back. I had to wait for it to load. Still gotta wait for this fucking thing. All right. All right. So we're sorry about that. Sorry about sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So after that, so like I said, I gave the Sasha promo, well, semi promo, 2 out of 5 stars, and that's that. Then we go to, well, we had relays, about 4 or 5 relays of Cesaro picking up Seth Rollins at WrestleMania and doing that airplane spin, with no hands airplane spin, or UFO. Seth Rollins go like, ah! So that's probably gonna be his new move, one of his moves. Well, that's that. And then after that, we go to the back with Ayla, and she has Bayley. Don't give me a hug. Ding dong. Hello. Bayley's here. So basically, she says Sasha probably wants a rematch, but she couldn't speak, too pissed. Starts mocking Bianca a little bit for crying on her way to the ring, even though there was reports that that her and Sasha were faking it. I like that, but fake crying. I don't know why you would fake crying in a WrestleMania match, but it is what it is. Anyway, Bayley says you don't want an arrogant champion like Bianca, and the title needs some dignity restored to it. So, her being the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Champion in history is coming back for her belt. So we'll see what happens with the situation. He gets a down, loses, and Bianca retains, and then that's that. And then Sasha will get her rematch, probably a back. I just hope they don't make it a triple threat match at a backlash. It'll just be boring because we all know who's going to win. That's basically all I got to say about that. 2 out of 5 stars. And that's it. All right. We get the match, the Smackdown tag team belts. We got the Dirty Dogs, Dolph Ziggler, and favorite wrestler, one of Rose's favorite wrestlers, Bobby Roode. They take on Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits. Excuse me. Pretty good match. Not a great match, but pretty good. I don't know what, same old match we've seen before. These two teams are going to keep having matches left and right over the next 6 months because no tags, and somebody gets brought up from and full 2. That's that. So anyway, match was all right. It's also with Ziggy and Dawkins. Could do some mat wrestling, and then Ziggy hits a cheap elbow shot and then a drop kick. But then Dawkins hits Ziggler with a right hand, tags in Montez Ford, gets a drop kick, tags back in Dawkins, tags thing 1-on-1 back from the Profits. Work with Ziggy, working on his arm, and into the corner. But the champs run into an accident. The double team flapjacks the both of them. And then Ziggy gets tossed out. Dogs with a bulldog and a shoulder block, almost like a pounce to Bobby Roode. And then for some reason they go outside the ring, so start yelling at the camera. They go outside like, yeah, we're the best! Yeah! Yeah! You ready for this? Yeah! I'm like, what the fuck, man? You got 2 guys both guys out in the ring, and they go outside the ring, they just party and cheer. Really? I thought that was kind of stupid. But So anyway, we come back over Bobby Roode. A little bit. Notes back. And basically, forth, and then Ziggy shots Montez Ford before hitting a neck breaker. Bobby Roode comes back in. They go back to work on Dawkins with some quick tags. Eventually, Dawkins, Ziggy gets caught, eats a catapult into the quad tag. He goes nuts on Bobby Roode and Ziggy with some clock. And then a clothesline. Wants a back suplex before it counters into one of his. Then hits a standing moonsault for a near fall. And Bobby Roode rolled out of the ring. Montez Ford dives on the both of them as Dawkins got a blind tag. He hits the anointment, which is the tie down, that low down, whatever. And tags back in. Montez Ford goes up top and looked like they're about to win the titles back for, I think, the third or fourth time. But match. And then everything's down, and Dawkins gets set on the ring with Ziggy. Ford drops Ziggy and lays in a Roode in the corner. Starts beating him up, and the referee has to back him away. And while Montez Ford was talking to the referee, Ziggy blind tags in, and Montez Ford didn't see it. And he sends Bobby Roode into the corner. Montez Ford flips out. Ziggy and Bobby Roode win the match, retain the tag team titles. Pretty good match. I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And this is what we're probably going to see in the next few weeks. More, like the Dirty Table. Same 4 teams revolving around one belt. We need more tag teams. But Vince doesn't give excuse me. Vince doesn't give 2 shits about his fucking or the division. So fuck him. Why have the but that's pretty much it. But not a bad match from these two teams. Probably the teams on Smackdown right now. But it is, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And we move on. All right, then we go to the back once again with Kayla. She interviews Cesaro. Cesaro says Heyman was right about his slack jaw and buck teeth. And long arms making him look like a Neanderthal. Okay. But he says Paul about him belong in the company WWE, and he's going to prove it by beating Jey Uso in the main event. So that's it. Then we cut over to Roman's locker room, and basically Roman's like, "Why does he want this match?" And basically reminds Jey, "You better win, kick your ass." That's it. So let's see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Just another match for, Jey Uso's the proverbial punching bag for Roman Reigns. Until, that's it. I don't know where Jimmy Uso is. He's cleared, supposedly. I don't know. Maybe he'll come back at Backlash. I don't know. But we haven't seen Jimmy since Hell in a Cell, I believe. That's it. So, who knows when I'm back? And personally, I don't give 2 shits. That's that. All right, then we get to match number 4, Natalya with Tamina taking on Shayna Baszler with Nia Jax. And once again, Reggie was not there because I think he has COVID. I think Reggie's got COVID, or I don't know what's up with Reggie. But I think he hurt himself. That's why he wasn't at WrestleMania. That's why he wasn't on Smackdown. That's why he hasn't been on TV for a couple weeks, which is a good thing. We don't want to get Reggie every fucking week, like some other people. But it is what it is. This match sucked. This match was garbage. Starts with Shayna with some strikes. Natalya avoids a knee, looks for the sharpshooter. Then Nia pulls Shayna out of the ring. And then Tamina and Nia start jaw-jacking at each other. And Tamina gets pissed and throws her jacket off. I thought they were going to have a match after this match. That didn't happen. Then they get back in the ring. They do some mat wrestling, working on the arms. And then Shayna with an armbar attempt, but Natalya defends it. And then Tamina pulls Natalya out of harm's way. And Nia and Tamina once again start yelling at each other. Well, Natalya's just there like, oh, what do I do? Am I going to get hit? Anyway, Natalya then eats a knee strike coming back in the ring. And then she comes back with a discus clothesline, looks for the sharpshooter. Shayna counts into the Kirifuda clutch. Natalya reversed it. Shows Baszler at Nia, but didn't hit Nia. They almost came to almost shoved her into Nia. He's like, whoa! And then Natalya rolls up Shayna 1, 2, 3 with a 1921 schoolgirl. So yeah, Natalya wins the match, and so they once again pinned the women's tag team champions. They should have done that at WrestleMania, but somehow, I don't know, Creative and Vince or Bruce felt that Shayna and Nia should continue on as champs, and that's pretty much it. So, but Natalya and Tamina get the win, and maybe getting a rematch at Backlash for the belts, and hopefully Natalya and Tamina win again. Natalya and Tamina win. But we'll see what happens with that. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So match was I gave it 1.5 out of 5 stars and didn't give 2 shits about it. That's that. Afterwards, Nia tries to attack Natalya, but Tamina kicks Nia right in her face, and that's it. They stand tall, and that's it. So we'll see what happens with them in the next coming weeks, and that's that. All right, then we go to the back with Roman Reigns, with Paul Heyman, and main event Jey Uso. So Jey gets on the mic. Well, he talks to the camera. Says Cesaro is the one move king of swing, king of bling, or whatever, and asks if he can do those spins without his teeth. So Cesaro has crossed the Chief and the right hand man, and it's like, I'm gonna get you, Uso. And then he leaves, and then Roman looks into the camera to remind us we heard the man, and now he's gonna show us. So we'll see what happens with that as we get to the main event coming up next. So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars, and what all I say about that. Move on to it. All right, main event: Cesaro and Jey Uso. That was all right. It was an okay match. Uso comes out, and we see a video of him winning the Andre the Giant Battle Royal last week. So that was that. Not that I care. So he comes out, with you have the Andre the Giant. And then Cesaro comes out, and we're reminded that he won the very first Andre the Giant Battle Royale 5 or 6 years ago. So that was that. So we get to the match. Match was all right, not great. It's also with Cesaro jumping Jey Uso with a backbreaker. Jey goes to the apron, slams the arm of Cesaro into the turnbuckle, but Cesaro blocks a super kick, then sends Jey off the apron to the floor. Cesaro goes to the apron, tries a flying move, but eats a super kick of his own by Jey Uso as we go to break. Come back, Jey hits a Samoan drop, starts laying into Cesaro, working on his arm. Okay. And then goes for a suplex. Cesaro blocked it. And basically deadlifts Jey for a vertical suplex, which is pretty damn impressive. Cesaro goes up top, hits a crossbody for a near fall. Jey comes back with a arm roll. Then seated super kick for a near fall. goes up top looking for the Uso splash. But Cesaro hits him on the top with a choke. Then he goes up top with Jay, wants a superplex, but Jay fought him off. But Cesaro lands an uppercut. Then hits a second rope gut wrench suplex for a near fall. Then he looks to hit. He wants to neutralize her free, but Cesaro hits a corkscrew uppercut for a near fall. Then Jay comes back with some swing. Jay with a back suplex into a neck breaker for a near fall. And he's just going like, I'm going berserk. Then he's beating up on Cesaro. And then he starts making fun of Cesaro, kicking him, and he slaps him, which pissed off Cesaro, who comes back, starts beating up Jay Uso. Beating him up with some strikes, hits a discus clothesline for another near fall. Then calls for the swing. He has him locked in for the swing. And just about the swing, but out of nowhere, Seth Rollins comes out, jumps him from behind, causing disqualification. So Cesaro wins by DQ. Match itself was alright. Gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. But it is what it is. I was thinking Cesaro win with a neutralizer. So he comes from behind, knocks him in the back, and I thought he was going to do a neck breaker, and he just spun Cesaro around, hits him in the back of the neck, and then he leaves, and goes up the ramp screaming that Cesaro got lucky one time, and it's not over until he says it's over. And basically that's it. And looks like it has music again. I don't know. I wasn't really thinking, but looks like he might have new music coming out. But that's that. So looks like the Cesaro Seth Rollins feud is going to continue on. Probably another match at like I said, Backlash is just going to be Rematch City. Nobody's going to care for it on May the 16th. Just going to be Rematch City, and nobody gives a flying fuck. So yeah, Backlash is going to suck. And probably, I think after that is Money in the Bank, which should not happen, but we'll see what happens with that, because I think that's the June pay-per-view. I don't know if they're going to do a July pay-per-view. If they do, it'll probably be Payback, which really should get kicked out. And then, when August comes, they're going to be out of the Youngling Center. They're going to find a new Thunderdome. And they're going to start their road to SummerSlam, which may have fans this year, which would be nice. We don't know where. A lot of people saying they want it in Vegas, in a stadium, not where the Raiders play. I don't think, but I think in a baseball stadium or some shit like that. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, they did okay with the. With WrestleMania having fans. They had about 25,000 fans. Most of them not wearing masks anyway, because they're idiots. But they pulled it off, and WrestleMania was okay-ish. Not great, but see what happens with that. And we got about 3.5, 4 months to SummerSlam. So we don't know what this fucking virus is gonna be. Is gonna be by us by the summertime, by August. But who knows what's going to happen? But if they can get fans for SummerSlam, then I think things are going to start getting back to normal. And I would think by the Royal Rumble they'll probably have more capacity. I think that they do live fans will probably be at the same capacity that WrestleMania was at, probably about 35-40%. But hopefully, if it works out again, nothing major happens, then probably by the Royal Rumble 2022, probably be, I would say, about 50 to maybe 75% capacity. And then WrestleMania will probably be maybe around the same. Probably about, I would say WrestleMania next year will probably have, well, it's Texas, so I would think they'll probably have 50,000 fans, maybe up to 75,000 fans. Because Texas is basically wide open right now. And Florida, so That's why they don't have a mask rule or anything like that. But they're idiots. But it is what it is, and we'll see what happens later this summer and going into next year. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So Seth Rollins attacks Cesaro from behind. Because of the disqualification match, I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we'll see what happens next week on Smackdown between Seth Rollins and Cesaro. And like I said, probably lead to another rematch at WrestleMania Backlash on May the 16th. And we'll see what happens with that. And we move on from there. So, that is it for Smackdown. Thank you all for watching my Smackdown review. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments section. And don't forget to smash that like button to death. Hit that subscribe button on this channel and all my other channels as well. Hopefully we can get to 1,200 subscribers on this channel by the end of the year. We're kind of going up and down here. You know, we're getting close to 1180. Now we're back down a little bit. But hopefully we can get back on that road up to 1,200 subscribers. And we'll see what happens with that. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It is what it is. I'm not really caring about how many subscribers I get and, or whatever. Not all about that, about all the views I get. But it is what it is. If you don't like it, like I said, well, fuck you, man. And that's it. So, thank you all for watching. Once again, hit that like button down below. Smash that subscribe button to death on this channel and my other channels as well. Follow me on social media. Share the video all over the goddamn internet. And don't forget to tap that goddamn bell so you never, ever, ever miss an upload. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So, thank you for watching this video. Enjoy the rest of your late Saturday night. Enjoy the Jake Paul fight. Like I said, hopefully he might win. There's an MMA fight tonight. There's some other stuff tonight. Late night. So go watch it. I'm probably gonna watch Netflix or maybe play some video games. I don't know what to do. Maybe watch porn. I don't know. But it is what it is. So I got some stuff to do through the late night, and then I'm gonna go to bed, and then I think the missus is probably going to come home sometime in the afternoon or at night. And we'll see what happens with that. So, have a great rest of your Saturday night, everybody. And an even better Sunday as another weekend ends and a new work week begins. And that's pretty much it. So, thank you all for watching, everybody. Have a great night. Love you all, and I'm Peter Gilmore. And if you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you. You know this by now, but if you don't know it by now, you will know it. I got 3 words for you, motherfuckers. Fuck you, man. And that's all I got to say about that. So, thank you all for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Ha! Bitches.